Hi, this is the Battle of Hudson Bay expedition to York Factory by the Faraheim Foundation. We took Explorers Club Flag 109 up to York Factory, Manitoba in August. We'd like to show you some drone video we took of the locale we were in. The cabin you just saw was where we stayed for the 2 weeks, located on the Hayes River, which is on the coast of Hudson Bay. The first night we were there, on the window you see on the side of the building in about a second or two is the very first night at 2 a.m., the window with the green paint to the side there, a polar bear stood up and looked in the window at Johann, who just walked in the door, who was sleeping just inside that window. As the drone goes up, you can see the forest off to the distance and down the river to the opening to Hudson Bay. The tide is just going out, so you can start to see the shoals that form in the middle of the river. And we're now looking at the Hay Island, and then that was a quick spin up towards where the depot is for York Factory. That's looking off to the west. It's about 5 miles across to the Nelson River on the other side. Again, looking up the Hayes River and the trees, it's a lot of muskeg and swampy lands up to the north there, and the elevation drops 10-20 feet. It's polar bear country for everything you see out there. They're waiting for the ice to come back in. York Fort, as a matter of fact, was about a half mile downstream from where this video is taken originally. Due to the river changing and erosion of the land, the original York Fort location is now in the river, and the bank has shifted even in the last couple hundred years, probably 100 feet inwards. That's Johann and myself. That's Johann Sr. You can see boards, and I can't know if you can tell, but there's barbed wire and nail boards around the windows. We had spots with us, so we were constantly uploading our location to our Facebook page. Inside you can see the cabin where we stayed. Again, we'll go back up and take a look around. It was quite nice to be in a cabin rather than a tent, because for several nights it rained very heavily and we got pretty wet while we were out. It's nice to come and dry off. That metal door you see there, about 2-3 weeks prior to us staying in here, the door that you can see inside was closed, and a polar bear walked up onto the porch and leaned up on the steel door. You can't quite see his paw prints there, but they're still there. That's Craig Mann, another one of the team members. So the people who were sleeping inside got up and scared off the bear when it was banging against the steel door. The drone was a great thing to have because it gave us an aerial perspective. What you see here is the mud flats at Marsh Point, at the very tip of the land between the Hayes River and the Nelson River. In the distance, you can see the inflatables we were on. Normally, this is totally underwater. We're probably about 1.5 miles off the shore, and still had to go out about another 3 miles to get around the low points. It's a hard pack. It was great to walk on, and then in some areas it was totally gummy and muddy, and you'd sink up to your knees. Where we're standing and looking back in 1697 would have been all water, and you would have been able to sail through here. We're approximately not even a half a kilometer, which is about not even a third of a mile from where 5 Fathom Hole is. We're looking off to the east side of the Hayes River here. And in 1697, this is pretty much the area where the ships would have engaged each other, with the Hampshire and Hudson Bay and Darien coming in from the north behind us, and d'Iberville and the Pelican being approximately where we're standing right now. Within about, this is taken at low tide, within about 30 minutes of taking this video, the rocks you can see by the inflatables and in the second part of this video were underwater. The tide comes up very quickly, and there's about a 14-foot tide here. This was the day we were heading out around the point back over to the Nelson to head back to Gillum. It's a beautiful day. We couldn't have asked for better weather. No waves. It was about 70 degrees or about 20 degrees Celsius. No wind. It was an excellent trip. We did a lot of soundings along the way, and have a very good appreciation for what the tide would have been like to deal with even back in 1697. It's one of the reasons they actually went did a portage across the point to the Nelson River, because this was a pain to deal with even 300 plus years ago. No, this is not a lunar lander simulation. The drone we flew has a down camera, so we're just taking a look at the mud underneath. And we'll flip to a forward view here in a moment. That's me, David Collette, sitting on the rock. As I mentioned before, within about a half an hour of that shot, that rock was underwater. It's how fast the tide comes back in. Now we're looking off to the east side, where we expect the wreckage of the Hampshire to be, as it was wrecked during the battle, approximately in the area we're standing here. Looking up the Hayes River here, at this location, we're about 8-9 miles from the depot, and we're currently about 7-8 miles from where the old York Fort would have been in the day.